A very good morning to all my dear students. So today we will start with the second poem, Let Me Not to the Marriage of Two Minds. This poem is about true love, written by William Shakespeare. So here before starting the poem, I want just to discuss about the poet. William Shakespeare was one of the greatest poets and dramatists of English language. So he was a great poet. You should know about him because now you are elective students. Born at Stratford-on England, he went to London where his reputation as a dramatist and poet was established. His sonnets were 154 in number. This poem is a sonnet. Sonnet means a poem with 14 lines and with 10 syllabi each line. So you can, for now, you can only understand by that a sonnet is a poem of 14 lines. So William Shakespeare has write down 154 number of sonnets during the time 1593 to 1598 and published in 1602. The above sonnet is 116 sonnet which we have a depiction of true love. His voluminous works include 37 play and 2 narrative poems. He has write down 37 play and 2 narrative poems, but these are sonnet. So this is sonnet number 116. He has write down 154 sonnets. Sonnet means poem of 14 lines. Let me not to the marriage of true minds admit impediments. So, here the poet is saying to himself that I am not agree. Admit means agree. Let me not means I am not. Admit means agree. Agree. Impediments. Impediments means we can say that any restriction, rukavat. That I am not agree that there should be any restriction to the marriage of two minds. To the marriage of two minds, here it is a metaphor. Metaphor means its meaning is something else. And the marriage of two minds here means true love. So the poet says in the very first line that I am not agree with that there should be any restriction or problem in the way of true love. Love is not love which alters when it alteration finds. So that is not true love which alters. Alters means badalna. That can change when its love is changed. Here again I will repeat this line that love is not true love which changes with the time or which changes when whom you love that person is changed or bends with the remover to remove, and it never bends if the lover is gone or he or she can leave you. That time if your love is changed, that love is not love. Oh no, it is an ever fixed mark. It is a straight line, straight light or line, we can say that it is ever fixed like pole star that looks on tempest and is never shaken. Tempest here means tufan. So many problems can occur in the way of love, but it never shaken. It never shakes. It is the star to every wandering bark. So it is that star that give way to every wandering bark. Bark here means we can say that the boat. कोई भी भटकती हुई जो बोट होती है, it give way to that, whose worth's unknown although his height be taken. Whose worth means value. Love's value is unknown, but its height we can measure. Love is not love. Love is not time's fool, means it is not a puppet in the hands of time. Though rosy lips and cheeks within his bending sickle's compass come. We can say that rosy lips and cheeks can change with the time, with the sickle of time, but love never changes with time. Love alters not with his brief hours and weeks. It does not change with hours and week, but it wears it out even to the edge of doom. Edge of doom means doomsday. you listen about this word doomsday, it means the last day. Qiyamah ka din, we can say that. Aakhri day. So it goes till the edge of the doom. If this be error, and upon me proved, I never write